Welcome back for another edition of Coffee with Kdub. It's so exciting to have you back. It's exciting to be back. It's an exciting weekend too. Yankees, Red Sox over in London, the London series. If you haven't been living under a rock, our good friend Liam Carroll, I'm super excited for you, buddy. Liam, of course, is the head of Great Britain Baseball. He's been a guest on KWB Radio. He's a good friend of the show, a good friend of mine. And just so excited for him. He's done some great work over in the UK trying to build baseball, and certainly I think this is the icing on the cake. Hopefully, buddy, this helps you push this forward even faster. The excitement so far on TV, it's been awesome to watch. The balls are flying out of the park, but we won't get into that in 2019. But exciting to watch it, exciting to be here with you once again in the morning for another edition of Coffee with Kdub. And without further ado, let's get to your questions. Yes, the yips. I've coached players that have gone through it. I myself had it as a BP thrower, and I've played with guys who have had it. But as an encouragement, in every situation I've been around that, we have all gotten through it, myself included. So it may take a little bit of time, but you'll get through it for sure. There's 1,000 different ways to cure it, but you'll be able to get through it. This question was finally asked on Coffee with Kdub. Is there really coffee in here? Well, let me help you. I can neither confirm nor deny there's coffee in here, but I will tell you there is something in here that hydrates me, that caffeinates me, that gets me fired up to be here with you on Coffee with Kdub. There are a lot of muscles that allow you to swing a bat and to drive a baseball, but for me, the best hitters I've been around, they have unbelievably strong hands, their grip. So the hands, the forearms, the wrists. I mean, man, when you shake their hand, it's just they bring me down to my knees. And so for me, the best muscle to really develop, and it's something you can use every day, you can work on every day, is grip strength. Just gripping things, gripping a stress ball, one of those grippers, hand grippers. I used to grip things all the time growing up playing hockey. That was a lot of our training, and certainly carried it over to baseball. I was always, growing up, I was always commended on a firm handshake, something that was strong, firm, and I didn't really understand it when I was younger. But when I started getting into professional baseball and being around some of the best in the game, when you shook their hand, it felt like their hand was coming up halfway up my arm, and it was strong, it was firm, and I was like, wow, they were crushing my hand. So to answer your question, for me, it's just your grip. Work on that grip strength, work on that forearm strength. You can do that again every single day, because the hands hold the bat. So for people that say, well, the hands aren't important, I always wary of that advice, because the hands hold the bat. And again, the best hitters I've ever been around have tremendous hand strength, and you're going to need those hands to get that bat to where you need to go. So continue working on that grip strength. That's a no-brainer. That's PNC Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's the home of the Pittsburgh Pirates, by far the best architecturally designed stadium. The attention to detail is If you haven't been there, I highly suggest taking a trip out to Pittsburgh. There are in-state rivals, being from Philadelphia, but that is by far my favorite stadium. The sight lines too in the outfield, and you've got the Allegheny, you got the buildings across downtown Pittsburgh, across the Allegheny there. Incredible sight lines when you're on the field. You feel like you can drive a ball and hit a building. That's just the way it looks from down on the field. But just the architecture, even below the stadium, underneath the seats, just the attention to detail is incredible. Like I said, the sight lines are incredible. So that's my number one. How many swings should you take? Good question. It all depends. I'm a big quality over quantity guy. I like purpose. I like a development plan. I like doing things consistently over and over with a purpose to what you're doing. But to sit here and say you need 1,000 swings a day, or you have to do it 3 hours a day, I can't tell you that, because I would rather someone take 25 to 50 swings per day, as an example, with tremendous purpose, taking their time, understanding why they're doing it, and perhaps it takes them, I don't know, a half hour to do, rather than saying, okay, I got a swing count of 1,000 or 3,000. I spent hours and hours. That's just, to me, that's eyewash. That's just working hard. I'm not into working hard. Personally, I'm into working smart. And when you work smart, naturally, you'll get a better work ethic. You'll get more out of your practice. You won't be just kind of slugging for the sake of slugging. So for me, I wouldn't put a number on it, but when you do things, have a purpose for what you do. That'll provide the consistency of what you do. And if you have a purpose to what you do, and you're doing things and you're working smart, you may only need 25, 50 swings to get way more out of something than just getting out there and having 1,000 swings. That's a wrap on another Coffee with Kdub. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Some great questions once again this week, and for the London Series edition of Coffee with Kdub. Follow us on Instagram if you're not doing it already, at kwbaseball. You can find us there on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to us on the YouTube channel so you don't miss any of these Coffee with Kdubs. They just pop up right away when I upload them each and every week here. And just thank you so much for the opportunity to be with you today. And until next time, I wish you good batting.